Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me on this latest YouTube video. Welcome to if you're new members, welcome if you're old members. Today we're going to be doing one of the little special features we do on an artist other than the Beatles. And this artist, we've already done a couple of programs on him or videos on him already. It's Adamant, but this is actually quite a rare album in the UK now. I say rare album because, as far as I know, this is the only Adamant or Adam and the Ants hits album that was ever released on vinyl. It came out in 1986. So side one is basically Adam and the Ants, and side two is basically Adamant solo. So it goes from Kings of the Wild Frontier, and it finishes with Viva La Rock. So it's like 1980 to 1985-ish. This actually was released in 1986, and at the time when this came out, obviously vinyl was on the decline, wasn't it? So although it's like quite common to get this on a CD, it is actually very rare to get it on an album. In fact, I've had this, I think about 2 years ago I saw this, and when I saw it I just got it straight away, because I'd never seen it on vinyl. Simple as that. I'd never actually seen this on vinyl, and it is a UK edition. So that's the front cover, and then that is the back cover with the track listing. Now, as far as I know, in the UK, this is the only album that was ever released as an Adamant compilation of, hits. Yes, there's been CD versions, but as far as I know, this is the only ever LP record that was an Adamant hit collection or hits collection. So you've got Kings of the Wild Frontier, Dog Eat Dog, Ant Music, Stand and Deliver, Prince Charming, and Ant Rap. So that goes basically from Kings of the Wild Frontier through to the Prince Charming album, doesn't it? Side two, you get Goody Two Shoes, Friend or Foe, Desperate but Not Serious, Puss in Boots, Strip, Apollo 9, and Viva La Rock. And obviously, by the time this LP was released in the UK, because it was released in 1986, Adamant's star had started to fall a little bit. No disrespect, but it did sort of take a break, didn't it, for about, was it 10 years or something after? Didn't go to Hollywood and try his hand at acting, didn't he? So CBS, who had got the rights to his catalogue at the time, probably thought, well, it's a good as time as any to get a hits compilation out. And as hits compilations go, it is quite good. It has basically got his major songs from 1980 to 1985, hasn't it? Like I say, some of it is Adam and the Ants and some of it is Adamant. It is on CBS, so the catalogue number is CBS 450074-1, and it's also available on cassette. It doesn't say anything about it being available on CD, does it, on there? There's a barcode as well, look. It isn't actually quite nice condition, this. The only thing I will say is it's got a very, very slight bit there. I think it must have had a price sticker on it sometime. Somebody just tried to get it off. But obviously, when I bought this, it was second hand. I actually found it in an antique centre, believe it or not. And I think I paid around £12 for it. Which, for second-hand records, some people might be thinking, yeah, you're mad. But like I say, I'd never, ever seen this on vinyl. CD is pretty common, don't get me wrong. Sorry, £8.50 I paid for it. How do I know that? Because a bloke wrote it on the inside. So £8.50. So you do get an inner sleeve, which is actually quite nice because you've got, it goes from Adam and the Ants here, look, up to his solo bits. And there's a bit more on there. And then you've got the Hype here, discography. So it's also advertising Dirt Wears White Socks, which is quite ironic because Dirt Wears White Socks was never really on CBS, was it? Although they did do a mishmash thing, didn't they, later on? Kings of the Wild Frontier, Prince Charming, Fendor Faux Strip, and Viva La Rock. So that is the actual main albums that he sort of like released in the late 70s to early 80s. That version there of Dirt Wears White Socks is actually quite good, don't get me wrong, but it's nowhere near as good as the original one that was on Do It Records, because that came out after Adamanted it the big time. So he like changed a couple of the songs around, and he took some off and put other ones on and things like that. But the original one, it is still a good album, don't get me wrong, because he did put Xerox on it and things like that, which weren't on the original album. So, you know, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not as good as the original Dirt Wears White Socks album. So like I say, it is on CBS, but it's on the Red CBS label. Yeah, so side one is Kings of the Wild Frontier, Dog Eat Dog, Ant Music, Stand and Deliver, Prince Charming, and Ant Nap. So it's basically it's singles, isn't it? That's why it's called the Hits album, isn't it? Well, it's just called Hits Adamant, actually, but let's do it that way. Yeah, you can see these labels okay. And then on side two, you've got Goody Two Shoes, Fend and Foe, Desperate But Not Serious, Puss in Boots, Strip, Apollo 9, and Viva La Rock. Well, Adamant played Viva La Rock, didn't he, at Live Aid? Yeah, he only did one song, which I always thought was a bit weird, to be honest. Saying how big a star he'd been just a couple of years before that. And like a lot of LPs from the mid 80s, very, very thin vinyl. And yeah, that nothing like, you know, these 180 gram records that you get now, or the LPs from the 60s and even early 70s. Like I say, this was a time when the record companies weren't really thinking about records, were they? There was more thinking about CDs, because that was going to be the big thing once. Because I can also like when CDs first came out, records that had been like £2, like in the bargain bin, £2. When they came out on CD, suddenly went up to £12 to get it on CD and things like that. Where now it's the other way around, isn't it? If you've got some of, you know, some of the CDs are a hell of a lot cheaper to buy than the LPs, aren't they now? So I just thought I'd show this. I don't know if this was released in any other parts of the world or not, but I do know it is actually quite a rare record, and I am emphasising the word record, because on CD I don't think it's that rare, but to get it on vinyl is actually very, very rare. I just thought we'd do something slightly different, you know, because I do like other things other than the Beatles. Although, you know, my love is the Beatles, I am also a record collector. So like I say, in the UK, this is actually quite a rare record now. Don't ask me how much it's worth, because I don't know. Honestly, do not know how much it's worth, because I tried to look for one on eBay this morning and all I could find was the CD. I couldn't find the LP version. So, as compilations go, at the time, it, like it says, it was like Adamant's greatest hits, wasn't it? Even though half it is Adam and the Ants and the other half is Adamant. It is an enjoyable record to listen to, and if you like your, you know, 80s Adamant, it's ideal for you. So that's just a quick one, really, just to make you a nice little video this Monday afternoon. So yeah, you've enjoyed it. I'm sorry my voice is going a little bit, but I've got a bit of a sore throat as well today. So as always, love your records, cherish your records, clean your records, but above all, play your records. That's what they're there for. So until the next time, this is Beatle Dave, wishing you all peace, love and happiness. Oh, and thank you to everybody that is subscribing. If you just come across this channel, if you like what you see, just do me a favor, just hit that like button, subscribe button, and the notification bell, and then you get notifications for when I am doing new videos. Hello, Beatle how are you? Just had a message saying Beatle hi there, Dave. Hello, how are you? How are you, Beatle so as always, whatever you're doing, please stay safe. and I will see you all on the next video, which technically could be tomorrow if you're lucky, or unlucky, whichever way you think of it. So until then, stay safe all, and I will see you soon.